So I want to tell you a story about how I got my worst injury. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you my foot, and you can see just how bad it really was. When I was 6 years old, I made a couple really poor choices. First poor choice, go outside and play without wearing shoes. Second poor choice, play tag with my friend in the street. So I was out in the street, running around like an idiot, chasing my friend, and then a car starts coming up the street. Well, as the car's coming up the street, my friend's on the other side going, nah, 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 and I'm thinking, I can get him. I can beat the car. So I decide to run for it. I run across, the car's coming up, bam! I'm slammed into the asphalt. And then there was this incredible pain coming from my foot. The person who was in the car, they actually backed up over me a second time because they didn't know if they were still on top of me or not. This also sort of dragged me on the street, so like the back of my legs got all scraped up, but that's not even the worst part. The skin on my left foot was peeled off. My bone was visible and I was bleeding everywhere and I was passing in and out of consciousness. I remember waking up inside my house and neighbors that I'd hardly ever seen before were all huddled around me. My cousin who lived next door, he came out and he ran over and he saw me and he wrapped up my foot in a towel and he held me and he would not let my mom see the wound because we needed somebody to drive me to the hospital. I remember kicking and screaming and falling in and out of consciousness on the way to the hospital. It felt like forever getting to the hospital. Then when I got to the hospital, we had to like wait our turn before we could go into the emergency room. And I remember my foot, it just felt like hot fire. I was in so much pain and I was scared. And it's funny enough, I was afraid I was gonna get a shot. I was really afraid of needles when I was a kid. And I remember they gave my mom this like little water bottle to help relieve the pain. And my mom like, doused my foot with the water bottle. And it was like the best feeling I'd ever felt because my foot was just like burning. It was like exposed and burning and bloody and messed up, but the water just felt so soothing. I was in the hospital for like a week or two and I couldn't walk for about 6 weeks. I had to wear a special sock afterward. I was in a wheelchair for a bit. I had crutches, but it felt kind of worth it because I was a huge Ninja Turtles fan. And so all of my friends and everybody in the neighborhood bought me Ninja Turtles. So I had this giant collection. I had like all the Ninja Turtle toys. It was awesome, totally worth it. For my foot, they had to do a skin graft. That means they had to take a little bit of skin off of my thigh and put it onto my foot. If you want to see my foot, it's coming up. So this is my foot. As you can see, there is a dent right here where it's been peeled away. It actually gets kind of dry, especially in the winter, so I have to use lotion over here on the edges. I can't bend my toes all the way down, unfortunately. I was supposed to be taller than I am. I stopped growing. I guess that's fortunate for me because they told me I would have to have more surgery. Occasionally, like my nerves are all messed up in here, and occasionally I'll bang it and I don't even realize it and I'll be bleeding. But then other times I'll hit it in just the right way, like right in this little dent here, and it's just like this agonizing pain. Wear your shoes, kids, and don't play in the street.